I'm again down at Gasoline Alley Speedshop. If all goes to plan, I'll be going out on the CB750 again and a Harley Sportster as well, which will be my first time on a Harley. I'm going to show you a bit of behind the scenes, the work that William's doing. The bikes are in Gasoline Alley Speedshop right now. I might have mentioned this a few times, but the CB750 will eventually come to me as a loan bike for 2 weeks. So this is basically another opportunity to get used to the bike. The more practice I can get, the better, especially with Andrew there with me. Andrew's the owner, and just give me a little bit more reassurance so that when I do receive it on loan, I feel fully confident riding that bike. I cannot begin to tell you the joy and the excitement it is to be grabbing this camera once again and filming a YouTube vlog. It's been a very, very long time since I've actually filmed anything, and I got used to filming a video or posting a video like once a week throughout the summer for like a 6-7 week period, to then not post anything for a month.
What do you want to do?
Such a cutie.
Here or take it?
This is from the V-twin section, but this is a really nice blue. Just not the style of bike I would probably ride. If anyone wants a Curious George motorbike, we're gonna sit on the Curious George motorbike and see the dynamic of this bike. God, I don't have a lot of mobility with these trousers. Why would anyone ride something like this? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it is pretty iconic. Brother. No, cutie pie. Aren't you? Aren't you? Ooh. Ooh. I thought I'd give you a little context in terms of how I got involved with gas, because I don't think I've ever really spoken about it. Briefly on social media, but all of a sudden I started posting stuff with them and just out of the blue. But I've been coming down to see them since January this year, and the connection was through my partner because he creates all their media, so he invited me down, and yeah, the relationship just became a little bit more solid. So we've been working closely together, and recently Andrew, who's the owner, said to me that they want to thank me for all the work I've done and the involvement, exposure, etc., and they're going to be refreshing my bike, repainting it and fixing a few bits because I do have a cracked fairing. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm really, really curious to see how things pan out for next year, because there's a few other plans and projects we have which will be amazing, and I really love working with these guys. And honestly, it's so fantastic because now I get the opportunity to ride some sick bikes that I wouldn't be able to ride if it wasn't for them, particularly like custom bikes, not just stock bikes from companies that have, loaned me the bikes. Nothing wrong with those, but you can't beat riding something that's been custom built, unique, and sounds amazing. So again, look at the number of bikes that are in here today to showcase that gas doesn't work just on, old school bikes. This is a 2018 R1, as you can see over here. Not exactly sure who this belongs to or what it's doing here. Is this the Street Triple? I don't know if this is Jake's bike. Not entirely sure. This one, I don't know what it is. Never seen that before. A Kawasaki 750, don't know what that is either, but I've seen Andrew ride that. This one, well, I don't know what half these bikes are, so I'm just going to put a caption of what they are afterwards. And then obviously that over there is Williams Custom Cafe Racer, which is a Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. Don't know what this is, but it's got a rather, dare I say, questionable design. I personally would never have something like this. Oh, it's a Moto Guzzi. A Moto Guzzi. I never know how it's said. But what the hell is that meant to be? Don't know. And then the beauty in all her glory, the CB750. I'll be taking her out again. Let's get a few close-ups of the bike. Oh, it's got a speedo now. It didn't have it beforehand. And it didn't have indicators either. It didn't have a registration plate either. So they've changed it up to make it completely road legal and for me to be able to ride it without an issue. This tank is a very nice orange colour. My best friend would love this. And this is the Sportster, I think. That is a donor bike. So what's this going to be converted into? This one? Oh yeah. Oh, you did one before, didn't you? Oh yeah. No, I remember. That was actually when I found your YouTube page. That's the first one, that video I saw of him sitting on the bike. So they're going to recreate that bike. Your head's cut off. Your head's cut off the video. Your head's cut off in the video. Ooh. Bye. Now this is an interesting colour. I don't think I've ever seen a bike like this. Usually not a fan of purple, but this is more like an aubergine purple, obviously. Well, I say that, but then half my bike is purple. These are the fairings of Jake's Street Triple. He's changing the yokes, he said. So if all goes to plan, these two are the bikes that I will be taking out today. I've taken out the CB750 before. That over there is a Harley Sportster from 2004, if I'm not mistaken, which is a donor bike. That bike is going to be converted into the Captain America bike. And turns out the bike that was inside, that other Honda, is a CB750 as well from 1978. That one just looks so different because obviously I don't know if it's clip-ons, handlebars, these ones obviously further lower down. This has the fairing, that one doesn't. But the difference it makes is insane because they just look like two completely different motorbikes.
Well, she hasn't been started up for a while.
Well, we'll see if she goes.
Let's see what happens, see what this old lady wants to do today, shall we?
Nope.
They always tease you with a little fire to start with, don't they?
Does that have the baffles in? Yeah, you can hear that it doesn't sound as raw anymore.
It's just taking the edge off of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fine then, but well, that's all we can do.
But that still sounds great.
I'll take this for a black up the road
Yeah.
first because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And it's a bit greasy. It's greasy on here. I'll take that for a black up the road. Yeah. And then it's all yours, and then we can have a little play with a Harley.
I wish it was all mine.
Wants to do.
Well, you're going to have it for like 2 weeks.
Andrew's going to take the bike out to warm it up and get it going, so that's fully ready for me. Bye, Andrew. Something with the old ladies. She's leaking oil, so we've had to cut the day short. Still had a good run on it. No
I
pictures.
think we got one good video. That's it.
Oh, you can see it's full of oil there. And bring it back in the van. Oh. With all the pressure, one of the baffles is going yank. I don't want to be inside. Set me free. This is not what I sound like. So where would this oil be coming from?
It looks like it's
That's
coming
your
out
oil tank right there.
top of the oil tank under the seat.
The injured baby's coming back home.
All it's done is where the oil's moving round, it's leaked out of that tap.
We're gonna have to change this beauty for this. It's alright. I can't say I dislike Harleys unless I've ridden one. So today is the day that we determine that. It's always something with the Harleys. My God, that whole bike shakes. Why did you have to leak?
Old one shakes so much.
Harleys go big or go home, so. Am I wrong?
Say, I haven't got a phone in there, have I?
No. Swimming on me. But same helmet. These beautiful gold top gloves that William got me. So yeah. HJC, I'm loving this helmet, honestly. Such a good helmet. Just
Harley over there.
yeah, just need to make sure that you close it properly, otherwise it does whistle. Oh my God, this is really big on me, but it's alright. We're repping gas. Yeah, this is my first time riding on Harley. Not as exciting as riding the CB750, I don't think. I'm really upset that it's packed up temporarily. And I can't ride it today, but at the end of the day, we are still doing something eventful. We are trying a new style of bike, a new manufacturer, which so far hasn't seemed very promising, this one, but we'll see. Harley Sportster 1200 out for a little spin. I don't know what I think about this bike. Very different from what I've ridden before. Very torquey, and this thing vibrates like crazy. We've had a bit of technical difficulties on this side. This is a panel, I'm not sure, but it kept falling off, and then this was tipping over as well. So currently have Andrew getting some duct tape to try and fix the solution. But yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm a big fan of it. I'm kind of wish I was riding the CB, not this. But again, now I can say I've ridden a Harley, and I don't really understand what's the massive hype about it. Incredible how it does that. visit down at Gasoline Alley Speedshop. It's always great coming down here. You get the opportunity to look at some wicked bikes, but on some occasions get to ride them as well. I have ridden the CB before. You might have seen the YouTube video. So this is my second time riding it. This time around felt a lot more comfortable riding the bike. The first time, obviously, getting used to something like this, it's super aggressive riding position. It was also on race shift. It's no longer on race shift now, so it was a bit easier to get a grasp of it. And I just genuinely felt more comfortable. It's such a shame that it started spitting oil though, because obviously you couldn't continue riding it, and we just had to not cut the day short, but cut that ride short and take it back in the van, which is a shame because I really wanted to spend more time on the bike and got more media on the bike as well. However, luckily today there was a second bike I was granted the ability to ride, and also did something I never thought I would. Well, I knew I would, but didn't know when. Riding a Harley. It's safe to say that I don't understand the hype. I really don't understand what the hype is with Harleys, because I just was not a fan of this bike. We also had the typical case, that classic scenario of Harley on the side of the road, because we had to stop. This side panel thing, which is strapped with tape right now, fell off and it wasn't getting back into place. And then when we were doing the drone shots the third time, my indicators weren't working, the brake light wasn't working, rev counter, the speedo, nothing was working. So I was like, well, typical again. I'm saying this, but then again, that started spitting oil. But this is different. She's an old lady. She's 51 years old. This is younger than me. So you wouldn't expect it. Well, you do expect it from a Harley, but you expect these kind of things coming from an old lady. And I would choose riding this any day of the week. The only thing I don't really like, or is really uncomfortable with the CB, is obviously the throttle. It's a really, really, really heavy throttle. And the positioning of it put so much pressure. I was also wearing a brand new pair of gloves, so I don't think that helped. And after riding for a couple minutes, it was just so painful. So I was lucky that we didn't ride for a long period of time before we stopped, chatted, or then continued, moved on to the next location, because the distances we were covering were quite short, so it wasn't too bad. I would obviously be happy to ride different Harleys, because I can't just make my opinion based on one motorbike, but I don't think it's really going to change much, my opinion, that I'm just not a massive fan of a Harley. I've always been a sports bike person by heart, so I think that's always going to be the case. Some, or if not most of you would know, I've got a CB750R 2019 bike, so it's a very modern bike. Obviously these two completely different eras, different style of bike, but again, that's my baby. That's what I'm used to, that's what I love. But I love exploring different styles, and I love being able to create my opinion from obviously experimenting the bikes. But anyways, I had a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really, really nice to be able to finally film something for YouTube, because I've missed filming the long format videos. Life has just been very busy and boring. It's just there's not a lot going on because I've been very busy with work. I do feel very grateful to be in a position whereby Andrew, who is the owner of Gasoline Alley Speedshop, trusts me enough to ride these bikes. Some are easy, some are difficult to ride. The CB is not an easy bike to manage, but although I was nervous every single time I've hopped on any bikes, I just try and keep calm and stay confident with my skills, and so far it's gone well. I'm going to finish the video very soon because I just realized that the receiver of my microphone is about to die. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and for those of you who were saying you've missed my YouTube vlogs, so have I, and I've missed interacting with you guys on YouTube, because I tend to get a lot of positivity through the comments on YouTube, which is really nice to see. And I'm sure you're going to see me again sometime very soon here at Gasoline Alley Speedshop, because there is always something interesting going on whenever I come here, or even if it's just to look at some cool bikes, that's always worthwhile filming.